Everybody, and welcome back to the Emerald Coast. It is now officially harvest season. We've made our way into early autumn, and I have to say that this has not been such an easy transition into early autumn. In fact, I had recorded a good 15 minutes of a video planned to be a hay video. Well, cut the big field, and we cut this little field down here. And that was basically 2.5 days ago. It's the 11th day of summer. And as you can see, it's still not dry. Never dried, never converted to hay. So basically it is a loss. I mean, I could collect it for grass and I could collect it for silage. Quite frankly, I've got enough silage. And every field on the Emerald Coast is ready to harvest. So there's no time. So, yeah, I don't know what's going on. The 11th day, I mowed it in the morning. Partly cloudy and sunny all day with good wind. Good drying conditions. Never dried. The next day was cloudy but dry all the way up until about mid-afternoon. Never dried. Had a short bout of rain, still never dried. And now we've made it here into early autumn. Got a little bit of rain coming again, still just wet grass or semi-dry grass. So that's basically it. I don't think we're going to get another cut other than maybe getting some hay off of the upper field. We got the first and only true cut of hay this year. Makes getting that silage cut off the big field early in the spring. Well, it looks like I should have made that into hay and made a second cut, which we could have easily done, and made it into silage because it just never dried. Enough about that. We're down here, field 2, harvesting up our sunflowers. Going to get some of this field harvested before the rain comes. You can see our cotton here is ready to come in. Sunflowers on the other side of the road are ready to come in. Shelled corn is ready to come in. Soybeans from fields 14 and 15 that we bought are ready to come in. It's going to be harvest, harvest, and more harvest. And if we pull up our weather app, the weather is cooperating with us a little bit, but not really. Got a little bit of rain today. Bits of rain today. And tomorrow looks to be, well, morning is dry. Afternoon some rain. Thursday some rain. Possibly dry weather Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Just have to see. Sad thing is, now that I've cut that grass, it's not going to grow anymore. Basically done for the year as far as growing goes. We're going to have to lean heavily on that stockpiled hay up by the other field. Really glad I didn't sell that. We would be in dire straits with our cows and our sheep. $2.5 million. We are not financially in any sort of a struggle, but it does mean that we would need to purchase fair bit of hay consistently throughout winter and early spring. What a great opportunity! Really let this Lexion show and shine. Is having some tight timing. Get these fields in. Good yield too, also 119 bushels an acre. What we've got the 2 gravity wagons parked up here on the other side of the fence. Since we have such a long reach on our pipe, figured we could park those on the road side of the fence and just reach out over the fence with our pipe to unload them. This isn't really that big of a field. We can probably just, without too much hassle and too much wasted time, unload down here when we are down here conveniently. Probably make use of the auger wagon on field 1. It's a bit bigger. We would just be able to easily reach over without any hassle whatsoever. Plenty of room. Plenty of room. Another interesting thing is I tried setting this up with guidance steering, but the auto width wasn't working with this header. Acting a much wider header. Uh-oh, that's it. They're wet crop. What's gonna do us? Now, put this thing down, fold it all up. Let's try not to catch our britches on the barbed wire. Go ahead and put this in the drying silo. Off the tarps. Better wait for them to empty, I guess. Then I guess what we'll do, since it's raining, is maybe drive down to the BGA, check it out. Yep. Go down here, check out the BGA, see how our silage is coming along there. I think I've shown you guys silage since we've covered it up. We'll get in the Homer and fill it up with some digestate and get out there on the corn fields and just put some digestate down as a little fertilizer. Yeah, I was kind of hoping we could get this field done this morning. We also need to spray our soybeans, our late soybeans. There she is. There's her pile. A little bit of excess that came out in front of the bunker. Clean that up a little bit and stuck it over here. %, cooked. Just about 1.5 thousand liters, 1,400,000 liters. Park this over here. We'll park it in here in their wash bay. So the Homer out, warmed up. We get ourselves a cup of coffee first. I think we've got some in this tank here. Storage tank. So, yeah. Fill it up. Head on over here, just up the street. All right, unfolded. For the science of GPS, so we can make sure that we optimize our application. Get a new course set. that one's not, that's not right either. What I like about this mod is if we look, when we pick it up, we can see it kind of flowing out. The material coming out of the field or out of the hoses. Let's take a look at that when we pick it up here. Kind of see it coming out of the hoses there. The hose is flexing and everything. So you're ready to watch it. Watch the tips of the hoses as I pick it up. See the liquid coming out. See if we can skip. What's going on? Check and make sure that we are getting an application. Yep, thought we would be. Then when the ground's drier, we're going to have to come in here and plow this up. So what we're going to put in here, if we're going to plow this up with cotton, or if we're going to roll it over into a grain, or what we might do. You're overlapping? Oh, okay. Still good. Let's see. It looks like utility pole just after the entrance into that development. Got the big floaters. Don't have to worry about compaction as much. Yeah, pretty much. A lot of farming is sometimes being agile and just being able to shift focus. If weather turns south on you, then maybe there's something else you can do. There's almost always something to do. I'd have to say a farmer that says he doesn't have anything to do isn't looking very far. Probably isn't looking further than the nose on his face. If we were any further away, I'd probably just get our supply tank and use that, but this isn't too far. isn't too bad to there we go. I mean, I definitely fill it up from that other tank, at any rate. I think that tank there, good for about 2 refills. If Daryl wasn't already tied up, then I could get him to run the semi and just bring us loads back and forth, but that's okay. Do I have anything better to do? Gotta keep us out of trouble. That's what we're pretty much going to do for the rest of the day here is, well, put digestate down here on our corn fields. We chopped for the BGA. Might get some weed herbicide down over there on our late beans, depending on how wet that is, or what that ground is over there. Don't want to compact that ground too terrible much because, of course, they're still growing. This ground compaction isn't that big of a deal because, like we said, we're going to have to plow it up anyway. Zeroed out my course. Whatever reason. Right about here. Right where we were. Get our course set back up. Up on. Shifted just a little bit, but alright. Whatever. Good enough. Yeah, check out. I love this with the hose. See the liquid coming out. That's really cool. Alright guys, so until next time, happy farming. Be sure to like, subscribe, and click that notification bell.